Hello, this is Dr. Emily Kubat from InspireLifePT.com. Today we'll be going over some exercises and stretches to do when you're about 6 weeks post-op from breast surgery. These will also be good exercises to do if you have poor posture or a lot of tightness in your chest. So what we'll get started first with today, so you might have seen the butterfly wings exercise from before. So taking this one to the next level, you can have your hands up here and stretch to the side. So this would be my surgical arm. And you could stretch to the side and you'll feel that in your armpit and down your side a little bit. And then if that's getting too easy, you can kind of open it up, rotate it too. So it'll be moving away from the surgical side, feeling that good stretch, and make sure your elbow stays back so you're really getting a good stretch. And then you'll also rotate a little bit towards the outside. And it feels good. You can do it on the other side, keep it even, and then rotate toward the outside too. And that's something you can hold anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, just whatever feels good for you, and really work on stretching, opening up that area. You can really open up your armpit if you have any cording or restrictions there. And so we'll go ahead and do a few more exercises. Okay, so these next stretches involve the ball. So if you have a ball at home, you can do these. So you put it on the wall and just crawl it up with both hands and just wherever it feels comfortable. And what's nice about this, it's got a little bit of give to it, and you can also adjust where your body is and kind of lean in more. Hold for about 10 seconds, and then you can bring it back down. And then you can also go to either side with the ball. So you can go ahead and bring it to the side, and you'll feel that stretch more down the side here. Then you can bring it across over to the other side, and you'll feel it down that other side. So most people like this one. Provides a little bit of cushion, a little bit more control as far as your body weight on the ball. Then another thing that you can do with the ball, you can do this if the foam roller doesn't feel quite right for you yet. So this one's a little bit easier because you can just stand with the ball, and you can go ahead and just kind of push your shoulders back into it, expand your chest here. Just kind of relax. You can play with where it is a little bit, bring it up a little bit farther, just push back into it. Feel the expansion in your chest. And that's another one that you can do. All right, so for these next few stretches, we're gonna do them in the doorway. Just make sure your doorway is not too wide. A standard doorway will work well. And you can first take your hands and put them about shoulder height. Make sure you keep your elbows down. You make kind of a V shape with your elbow there. And then you'll go ahead and take a step forward. Doesn't matter what foot you take a step forward with, because you can do both if you want to, or one gives you a pretty good stretch across the whole chest anyways. So make sure you keep your elbows down. Don't be winging them up. Keep them down like this. Lean forward. You should feel a good stretch across the front of your chest and your shoulders. And you can hold it for about 30 seconds. Now if you feel like this is too much for you, you can even just stand in the doorway like this with your hands in this position. Some people start out that way, and then you can take a small step, and if that's too easy, then you can take that bigger step forward and really feel that strong stretch. Then the next one, I'm going to have you go ahead, you'll put your hand just on the wall, the door frame here. Keep your elbow bent a little bit, and then you're going to turn away. And you should feel the similar stretch across that front of that chest and shoulder. And then you can even turn your neck away for an increased stretch. And hold it for about 30 seconds. You can do it on both arms. I always like to do it on both arms because it feels good to even things out. And it's important to hold your stretches for 30 seconds if you can. I think of our muscles like a rubber band. If you're stretching those muscles for just a few seconds and they go right back to where they were, but if you really get that prolonged stretch, just like you would on a rubber band, then you actually make a change in the muscle fibers and how long that they are. So the next one, you're gonna take your hand on the door frame. This is similar to the wall wash that we did on the wall earlier, but just on the door frame so that we can take a step forward with this one too and make it a little more challenging. So you're going to go all the way up as far as you can, and then if you're still not feeling a real strong stretch with that, then you can go ahead and take a step forward. And it might feel a little bit differently depending on if you step with the closer leg. It's probably a bigger stretch. So you can go ahead and just stretch forward with that one. And again, just like the doorway stretch, you can make a small step forward or a big step forward, and that'll help you get a real good stretch on the shoulder and the armpit area, and it'll probably feel something down into your chest a little bit too. And go ahead and relax. So as with any of the stretches and the exercises, make sure that if you're having an increase in pain that doesn't subside pretty quickly, or having any other symptoms, you talk to your physical therapist or your doctor. And make sure you follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and InspireLifePT.com.